Welcome everyone here to Smash Evening Show right here on Smash FM here on a Friday. Of course, let's go across to our friends. I would normally say we'll go across to our friends over in the US, but this particular music artist is actually in France at the moment, of course, in Paris, and it is awesome to have her on the show. Last time we had her on the show was about 4 years ago now. But
Yeah,
it is great to have her back because her name is Arei. She joins us right now. Thanks, Arei, for joining us.
thank you for having me. I'm excited to chat again. I can't believe it's been 4 years. That's crazy.
Firstly, you're in Paris at the moment. What have you been doing in Paris for the last couple of months?
So I've moved to Paris for a few months to play Nala in The Lion King at Disneyland Paris. It's been super cool. It's definitely a new vibe for me, but I like it.
How did this come about, if you don't mind me asking?
I was just doing some gigs in Orlando and talking to some people that had done similar work, and they just were like, they shot out the idea, like, you should audition. And so I did. And then I ended up here. It happened so fast within a matter of like a couple months.
How have you found it being in Paris?
I like
Other than the
Paris a
weather?
lot. It's like the European New York.
Tell us a bit about the character that you were doing there.
So I play Nala. She is the friend slash love interest slash queen of Simba and the Lion King, you know. And it's a quick show. It's about 30 minutes long and it's fully musical. We sing all the songs from the Broadway show, and it's a fun vibe. We have aerialists, we have acrobats, we have dancers, we have percussionist. It's a hard word.
Yeah.
People from all over the world, which is really cool. That's been like the coolest part about it is learning about different cultures and different languages and things like that. It's been cool.
Um, Obviously you're going back to the US in about 2 months' time. So tell us a bit about any plans for when you return back to the US and especially like for the rest of the year.
Well, I have music that I'll be focusing on. I'm starting to get my stuff together for my releases for the year of 2024. I have about 5 singles that are going to be coming out this year. Um, right now I'm working on getting out a song called Tattoos, who features my friend Santos Silva. And that will be coming out February 23rd, so this month, right around the corner. I'm excited about that. And then we have some more stuff. I think after I leave, I'm just going to focus on the releases and then auditioning for more acting things, I guess. It's weird to say that I'm doing acting because it's very new, but it's fun, so we'll
Yeah.
continue.
Is that something that you now going more into the acting more than the music, or is music still like your passion?
Music is always going to be my passion. I think right now with musical theater is what I've been in, is what it's kind of like tying both of them together in the meantime. But I definitely think I want to get into like film and TV stuff too. Um, and do it all kind of. It all fascinates me.
You mentioned obviously your first one is coming out in about 3 weeks from well, sorry, 3 weeks from today, our time. So are you doing any like gigs or performances while you're over in Paris for this new release?
I'm not, but I've been looking into trying to get performances in London because, you know, London's close by. It's just a matter of if it will work out with my schedule, you know. But we're looking to see how much we can make of the time that I have left here. My team is going to be coming out in March, and we're going to be recording with a new friend and recording artist that I met here in France. So that's exciting because this time last year, I didn't even know I would be here, let alone meeting other people to work with, you know? So that's cool. Um, yeah, I hope I can do some gigs out here. We'll see.
You got any gigs planned when you return home for this
Not
release?
yet. Not yet.
Ah.
But I'm starting to plan it.
Now, of
Everything has
course,
just been so crazy. Like moving to another country just kind of like put everything on pause for a second, you know? Because it took a lot. It's a lot to adjust.
ask, and I asked this question last time I had you on the show 4 years ago. Is there any plans to come to perform here in the land down under?
Yes, I wish. Oh, one day it's gonna happen. I know I said that 4 years ago, and 4 years it still didn't happen, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there that in this next 4 years it'll happen. Um,
Okay.
Honestly, to visit Australia in general has been on my bucket list since I was like a little girl. So that would be a dream come true.
You mentioned about what you've been doing over there in France, but since we last had you on the show in 2020, what have you been doing between then and obviously as before you arrived in France?
A lot. That was in 2020. Okay. So COVID had us shut down for a lot of that. I was doing some gigs. And then 2021, that's when we started to get the ball rolling. Towards the end of 2021. I'm trying to see if my math is right. Yeah, okay. It's towards the end of 2021, I met my now business partner. And then at the beginning of 2022, we started a label together. It's called Diamond Legacy Records. And then we held a camp a couple months later. And then we recorded a whole bunch of songs with some really talented producers and writers. And we've just been working on putting those out. I've put out 3 music videos since then, and 8 singles. So I went from no singles to 8 singles. And now I'm gonna have 5 more out. So in a nutshell, that's really what's been going on. I've just kind of been going, trying to make the next move.
So out of the 8 singles that you've already released between 2021 and now, is there one that's been a real hit with your amazing fans, and especially down here?
I would say the most popular one is Ooh La La. That one had the most attention, and we were able to team up with some really cool, like really amazing and talented videographers and directors. And we got a really cool music video for that. So I think that one got the most attention. That one was the most catchy. It's the shortest. It's got a Kill Bill vibe, so it's cool. Um, I would say that one, yeah.
Let's talk a bit about your music journey. Uh, for anyone that missed out on the interview 4 years ago, so where did it all start, and why did you end up choosing music?
I just always used to be obsessed with music from I can't even remember when. It just my whole life, I'll just say that. It was my escape as a kid. It's what I dreamed about, it's what kept me occupied, it's what gave me like something to like look forward to. Um, and I just was always fascinated by it. And the older I got, the more I got to participate in things that involved music, the more I fell in love with it. And it's been a part of my life for so long that I don't even really, it's almost like it was meant to just be a part of me. It's not just something I chose.
Any highlights other than going to France?
When I first got here, I had just released my newest single, which is called Weather. And it was cool to get to do like some promo because we were just catching the tail end of summer when we got here. It was cool to do some promo and stuff like in front of the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that, but nothing really crazy. I kind of had to put everything musically on hold to kind of like get in the zone for being here.
Mm.
But we're back in business, back and ready to roll, ready to put them out.
Uh, any future ambitions in music or theater at this point?
I would like to do a show on Broadway. I think, yeah, I think I would like to do a show on Broadway. As of now, we'll say.
Uh,
Because I change my mind often. But yeah, I just hope that I do. I'm very fickle when it comes to new things that I try. Um, but just to keep putting this music out and trying to, get more exposure and um figure out what it is that like where me and my fans meet kind of, Um yeah, it's just a continuous learning journey.
and what does music and theater mean to you now?
Right now, theater is just a fun, I'm not gonna call it a hobby because it's a job, but
Mm.
it's like a fun escape outlet. It's like I get to play for work, you know? Um, but music is just I just want my music to be heard around the world. I hope I get to travel around the world to places like Australia, uh, to perform my songs and just hear thousands of people singing it. Those are those are the ambitions.
Yeah. I always love asking music artists this question. What inspires you to write a song?
For me, it's very random. I hold a lot of things in, but I'm always singing. Like if I'm in the grocery store, I'm singing. If I pick up something, I sing hello, I sing goodbye. I'm always singing. So I'll randomly come up with a melody in my head and then I'll voice note it and then later on I will put words to it that make sense. But the thing with me is I don't want anyone to ever get confused. I have a whole bunch of half-written songs
Okay.
that nobody hears. Usually, what my process is, I get together with my friends or producers or writers that are higher. I tell them, what's been going on in my life, and then, they'll write the songs. But this year, I'm putting out a song that I wrote. So I'm excited about that one.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll have to.
So I'm super nervous about it, but I'm excited because I think it's a good song.
Is it the one coming up in Feb?
No.
Oh, okay.
This one is coming out. I don't have a date, so I can't give you that, but it's coming out more so in the summer time.
Okay. We're around mid-year, by the sounds of
Yeah.
that.
Yep, yep.
Okay. All right. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. So
Yes.
now, what will be your advice to people that want to get involved in music and theater?
Go for it. Just do it. Take advice. Don't be too cocky. Always be open to learn something new, try something new. That's it. I mean, just do it. I don't know what else to say other than just, if you want something, go get it.
Let's finish off with a couple of lighthearted questions. So, any embarrassing moments other on stage?
Yeah. Okay. Where do I start? Okay. So I'm a person that trips all the time. I trip every single day of my life. A lot more so here in France because I have to walk everywhere. But on stage, there was a time where I went on in my sweatpants
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't realize until the curtains had already dropped. And so I had to do like the first two songs in my sweatpants, which is, it's very out of I'm trying to think of how I can describe the scene. So it's like, it's the Lion King, so it's the savannah. It's African type outfits. We have dashikis on. They call them boo-boos. And they're super colorful. And then just underneath, you're supposed to have orange pants. And I had black sweatpants. So, and when we start, I'm dead center in the front, dead center.
Did anyone tell you eventually?
I noticed it right as we were starting. So like there's a time where it says it is time and then the curtains open. Right when they said that, that's when I like looked down and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have these sweatpants on." But it was too late. I couldn't run off stage. The curtains were opening. So, I did the first two songs in sweatpants. I ran off and I took them off real quick or like forgetting the moves is pretty embarrassing.
I always ask music artists this question. Have you ever forgotten a lyric to a song?
Yes. One time I forgot the lyrics to the national anthem. Yeah, and that's a song that I've sung so much in my life. There's no excuse to forget that. But you know what? I'm notorious for forgetting lyrics. I forget lyrics to my own songs. I think every show that I've done, I've forgotten the lyrics to at least one song.
Common song.
All you gotta do is freestyle. Nobody will know.
So I have to ask: is there one particular song that you've forgotten the most, the lyric to?
Yeah, it's like I have that song on the tip of my tongue too. This song that every time I try to sing it live, I've tried to sing it live 3 times, and each time I just could not get it. It's called Lions and Tigers and Bears by Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh, yes, I do know
Yes.
that one.
I don't know. It's like one time I had a friend in the audience and I was like, I just pointed the mic to her and I was like, please sing this because I forgot. I forgot it. And just, I don't know, for some reason, maybe I'll try to see if I can test my brain, keep it sharp, and see if I could learn that song and not forget it. I don't know what it is about that song. It's just always that one.
When we come over to the US, I'll ask that question again. So see if you remember it. So you got plenty of time before then. So
Okay.
and we'll finish with these last two. Do you have a pre-performance superstition or ritual?
Yeah, Panic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you panic before a performance?
It's just, I guess that's my natural pre-performance ritual. It's like I just panic until you get on stage.
Finish with this last one. For everyone that should follow your music on their, obviously, music streaming channels or follow you on social media, how can I go about it?
I'm on all platforms as Arei Moon, and that's spelled AREIMOON.
It is so awesome to have you on the show. It's been way too long since we last had you on the show, but I'm so happy that you're doing so well, especially out there in Paris at the moment, and can't wait to hopefully get to meet you in person when you return home to the US, and I'll make sure I make a trip down to sunny Florida.
Yes, thank you. Hopefully we can meet each other soon when you come. Thank you for having me.
No worries. And that's Arei Moon there joining us. Of course, as she says, she's got 5 new releases coming out in 2024, including the one coming up in just almost 3 weeks' time from now. And of course, we'll put all the details up on how you can follow her music on the socials and obviously throughout your music streaming services. There's more on the Smash Evening Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.